Good afternoon. My name is Musa Ibrahim Dikko from the Information Unit, Local Education Authority Gwagwalada. With me is the Education Secretary to discuss his birthday and other issues that affect education in Gwagwalada Area Council. First of all, I want to talk on the demise of one of your HOD, Hajia Hawa Yusuf. What will be your tribute to her?
It was a great shock when we heard about the sudden death of our beloved mother, sister, a colleague in the department, who is Hajia Hawa Yusuf, the HOD School Services. When I look at the woman and I think about what she offers us in this very department, I will be very weak. Since the inception, when she was not well, we can see how struggle we went through to see that she survived. A God that has everything and has the life of every individual, we have no objection to what happened. But in fact, the management of L.E.A are very sad about her because we have lost individual who has been hardworking, who is serious about the job, who is always committed for the job. I can remember when she will have a problem, every blessed morning she must give me a call before she come to the office to know if I will be in the office and to tell me what challenge she is passing through her department to see how she can quickly solve some of the problems. So we have a great loss, and we are appealing to our members or colleagues of this very department to bear with the fortitude of her loss, and we are praying with the family that God should give them heart to bear the loss also. Including, it is not only the family that will have the feeling. We are regretting about being her in absence for now, that the responsibility is laying. So we are praying that God should grant her internal rest, and God should also encourage us to do the little part of our own that we are remaining.
You are celebrating your birthday today, sir. What will be your birthday message to your management staff, the public, and to your immediate family?
I ascertained another new age as of yesterday, which is 1010. I call myself an independence child. Based on Nigerian Contemporary Society, our independence was October. So my birthday was 10th of October that year. So it has been in remembrance every year. When it is 10th of every October, I remember the date of my birth. And when I look at the days back and the level I am today by the age, that is the number of years that has been attributed to the birth and the age I am today, I need just to appreciate God. I especially appreciate God for what He has done in my life, for keeping me up to this day. Appreciating God for making things good to me the way it is happening. And we must not thank God enough for what is happening, because life has been good for us. And we must appreciate God's doing. That is why we remember and celebrate our birthday. And the message is that as an individual, when you live your life, there are challenges that you must pass through. There are success also that one must ascertain. So when I look at the beginning of my life to this end, I have ascertained so many advantages or progress, which I just need to celebrate my age. So I want to use this medium to appreciate people who join me to celebrate my birthday without even being taught. When they heard about it, posting on the social media, reaction from social media, wishing me well about my birthday. I also want to embrace and appreciate everyone that contributed in celebrating with me, either in kind or cash, present or in absential. I appreciate everybody. And I want to encourage every individual to remember his birthday, because it gives you a sense of belonging, to tell you where you are and where you are going. Because what have beginning must surely have an end, that we need to put good things in place, that our age must not remain for the growth of age, but the growth in maturity also. so that everybody, as you are growing, adding more years from the one God has given you, you continue to progress and develop also in human aspect of it. So we thank God for that, and we want to encourage people to remember about their bad days and to add more good to their neighbors, our brothers and sisters, and wherever we live, even in our working place.
How did you feel when you were announced the Education Secretary, Gwagwalada Area Council?
My appointment as Education Secretary in Gwagwalada Area Council was not on proxy. It was not by accident, because I applied for it, I requested for it, I demanded for that position because of capacity bearing, qualification wise, experience, and the determination in me. What I was given the position of L.E.A Secretary when I was given an appointment, it was an exciting moment, but with burden, because my challenge the day this paper of appointment was presented to me as the substantial appointment letter to my office, which is L.E.A Secretary, I look at the challenges that were bothering teachers, which I'm already aware that how do I go through these challenges to solve one problem or the other as they were sequentially arranged or put on ground, impounded. So today I will be the most happiest person, because my character behavior has been exhibited, tested in Gwagwalada area, and to tell people me is still there. So the justification is not the beginning, but what can this person do for people? That was my challenge from the inception, that what would I offer teachers in Gwagwalada area if, as I am given this position? And I couldn't relay. I started doing it gradually, and God today is helping me through, and we are achieving one thing or the other. There is going to be a term that will analyze some of the progress report about this department. We will not blow a trumpet by ourselves, but we must make publication one day to testify what we have achieved in this very office. But always it is well.
Sir, what are some of your challenges as you assumed the position of the Education Secretary, Gwagwalada Area Council?
We have been faced with challenges. The department has been faced with challenge. But from the beginning, as I was saying, and I'm still saying, there is no choice without responsibility. Today, when you choose to be a leader, you should choose to battle with challenges. L.E.A as the department, like any other government establishment, is bothered with challenges of the personnel. We cannot work without people. There are people that concern this department. It is people that run the affairs of this department. And besides that, people that are working in this department, there are statutory policies, objectives, and aims that are enshrined in policy that we must work towards to achieve. So as the leader of this very department, I look at some of the challenges when I assume here, the welfareism of the staff, which is basically in the first place salaries. We are bothered with that, and immediately after the end of the month, when we are giving the money as salaries, and nevertheless, we paid salaries. Some entitlements were on ground. We have to pursue them, which we have achieved so many of them. Like annual increment was still on ground. When I come here, I work for it. That of the year was paid immediately. And subsequently, our annual increment has not been held since the inception of I being in this office. Annual increment is annually being paid. So among other also, when we look at the burden of the staff, we still need more staff. You can see as per last year, we go in to bring more additional number of staff. Today in Gwagwalada L.E.A, the number of staff we have, we can sit down here to move one to another place because we don't lack staff. We have enough that we can transfer as the need arise. So this also, many things have been administratively. I couldn't personalize administration of Gwagwalada L.E.A. I couldn't monetize it. So it is an open door policy that whoever is coming here to give us an advice or suggestion to see how we can progress, we support it and we abide by it, and that is helping us to go. Promotion has not been hung also, and we'll be implementing welfareism of teachers in terms of promotions, upgrading. I can remember staff that were employed with lower grade level who has never dreamed of their promotion. They just had the letter at our own level, we promoted them and we implemented. And so many other things like that.
How was it when you were growing up?
Though I don't have none of my parents alive now, but I know what they passed through and what I too passed through when they were training me or bringing me up to be what I am today. Because it is a struggle. Sometimes the children may not know what they are pushed to the world for a struggle, but the parents actually know it. You can see the burden the parents take to take care of their children for feeding, accommodation, health, school, education. So it was a burden from the parents, which I quickly understood right from primary school that it is very important for me to abide by what they are directing me to do. And that's what made me to ascribe what position I am today. Because if I have refused to honor the direction of my parents, I would have not been where I am today. So with God's guidance, protection, they were able to nurse me, to propagate me, and I was well with them. And that is why I strive what I can be today.
Your nickname, sir? Sparrow. How did it come about?
I believe that life is always good to be good. And what made life to be good? During my secondary school term, I lived to be extrovert. That I must say what is in my mind. So I relate my name by what my activities can be and my actions. That I must say what is in my mind. And I must present people's interests also. And people title my name or give me that nickname Sparrow because I talk without stopping. So that generated that name, and that name has been there. Today, many people don't even know my name, Mamman Musa. They know Sparrow until they get to my documents to know what is my name, or till when I tell them my real names.
Finally, sir, what are your calls to your staff for more productivity?
We must not lack ways to encourage ourselves, because I look at it is very important as a leader. You must sensitize with your subordinates. You must at least advise, and you must keep directing the right path of work that we are expected from our staff. We want to encourage our staff in Gwagwalada L.E.A as any other government establishment, as I was saying, that let us be committed to this job. This is education department. It's not like any other department. Instead of, we are not in position of producing goods and services, but we are in the position of producing human beings. So our industry is producing human beings, and it has to be a quality human beings. And how is it going to be quality? By giving them qualitative education, by giving them moral education, by giving them what they are desired to have in future life, especially the primary education that we are controlling. So we want to encourage our teachers to be ourselves and be our age in whatever we are doing in this department, to safeguard the objective of education and aims in Nigeria and in our contemporary society.
With this, we have come to the end of the interview with the Education Secretary, Gwagwalada Area Council, Mamman Musa. My name is Musa Ibrahim Dikko, who has been the anchor of the program.